the Sleeping Bear Dunes. They're just so beautiful.
My favorite thing about Michigan is that we have 5 Great Lakes.
The vast array of plants and wildlife that makes Michigan so unique.
All the nature parks, like natural parks are around here.
There's millions of people here from different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different races.
Our one-of-a-kind and unique climates.
Everyone's dedication to cleaning up our Great Lakes.
All the land and water and how beautiful it is. The thing I love about Michigan is it's my home.
By promoting a clean, healthy community, we can all be part of the solution.
But it's just me.
And 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 me. And me.
And me. And me.
And me.
And me. And me.
Hello, and welcome back to Be the Solution. Today we're going to take a look at the production and consumption of energies and the harmful effects it has on Michigan's resources. In part 1, we talked about why it's important to make environmentally responsible choices. We simply need to consume less energy, less fuel, less stuff.
Understanding how my personal consumption affects the planet really opened my eyes.
Remember, it's the collective actions that make a difference.
Okay, so where do I begin?
Let's begin with taking a look at energy consumption.
Hey, I'm standing here in front of an oil refinery plant here in Detroit that spans over 250 acres. The U.S. consumes 17 million barrels of oil a day. Fossil fuels are depleted at a rate 100,000 times faster than they can be formed or replenished.
Really?
Our buildings produce 1/3 of our nation's greenhouse gas emissions.
Wow.
Greenhouse gases?
Actually, that's a pretty good analogy. Similar to nursery greenhouses, which trap heat for plants, CO2, along with other gases such as water vapor, nitrous oxide, methane, and man-made chlorofluorocarbons, trap heat in our atmosphere that would otherwise be lost in space. This is why it's called the greenhouse effect.
We all emit carbon dioxide every day. It's the choices we make that decide how much we emit.
And how does energy create greenhouse gases?
It's the collection process of energy that's so harmful, and refining minerals, transportation, and consumption. Each step produces CO2 emissions.
I didn't realize energy had such a negative impact on the environment.
It's hard to imagine, especially on a beautiful day like this, that Michigan has pollution problems.
Greenhouse gases are absorbed naturally back into Earth's atmosphere. The problem is that we are currently generating CO2 faster than it can be absorbed.
All the excessive greenhouse gases are released into the atmosphere. It's like a jacket being wrapped around the Earth, causing serious negative impacts locally and globally.
Like what?
Well, for starters, here in Michigan in 2012, our fruit crops were destroyed by unseasonably warm weather.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, and Michigan is a national leader in the production of tart cherries, apples, and blueberries. Our orchards were devastated.
Along with our economy.
And have you noticed that some of our Great Lakes water levels are down as much as 8 inches?
Yeah.
I love our beautiful beaches.
My family camps on Lake Michigan every year.
Our Great Lakes are the largest surface of fresh water anywhere on Earth, encompassing more than 94,000 square miles. The low water levels can be attributed to multiple factors. Any way you look at it, our economy and ecology are in big trouble if we don't act now and reduce our energy consumption. The production and consumption of energies causes a huge demand on non-renewable energies and causes irreversible damage. For example, take the extraction process known as fracking used to mine natural gas. The water used in this process becomes so contaminated that it has to be buried forever. Indirect damage to our surrounding areas and our water tables impact our Great Lakes.
But what do I have to do with that?
We all use energy.
A lot, definitely more than we need to.
And once the resource is extracted, whether it's oil, natural gas, or coal, it has to go through an extensive refining process, which uses more energy and water and deteriorates the surrounding environment while releasing CO2 into the atmosphere.
We talked about consuming Earth's resources faster than they can be replenished. It is estimated that the average American will need 5.1 planets to maintain their current lifestyle.
Really?
Yeah. Fundamental changes in attitude and behavior are essential.
I guess we are all a part of the problem. Therefore, we all need to be a part of the solution.
So what can I do?
Well, I'm glad you asked. How about turning off your lights?
Come on, seriously?
Yes, seriously. Remember, it's the collective actions that make a difference. If everyone turns off lights in rooms that aren't being used, each house could reduce their energy consumption by 12%. Turning off your TVs and computers, as well as unplugging your electronic chargers, are equally important. When a computer is asleep but not shut down, it still draws power. Some can draw up to 20 watts an hour. Hey you! Turn it off!
Hey! Turn me off too!
Hey, what about me? Turn it off!
I can totally do this. Turn it off.
And when you encourage your friends and family to do the same, that's when we begin to see a significant reduction in lower greenhouse gas emissions.
I will, because I want to be part of the solution.
That's how we can all be the solution.
Here's something else to consider. According to the Commission for Environmental Cooperation, upgrading existing buildings and constructing new ones to high energy efficiency standards could prevent approximately 1.7 billion tons of greenhouse gas emissions annually. Currently, only about 5% of energy comes from renewable resources, like this guy right here. Our dependency on non-renewable energy, like fossil fuels, has to change.
If you aspire to help on a grander scale, the green jobs market is exciting and increasing. Although technology, science, engineering, and math are all drivers of job creation, not all green jobs are technology-based. Architecture, design, and social entrepreneurs are all creative fields that are essential to community development.
Check out our entire Be the Solution film series, where we examine solutions for a sustainable future, why incorporate eco-friendly behaviors, trash and how to be waste-free, and transportation and CO2 emissions.